Welcome back to Grandad Reacts. Quick talk about what I'm doing on my channel here. Is basically I'm reacting to music that, some that I've heard before, some that I love, and but mostly new music to me anyway. Especially in like much of the Japanese bands I've been reacting to, because I would never have found these bands myself if it weren't for you on this channel. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I'm also want to be honest about what I'm doing. I'm not going to stand here. There's a lot of, if you've got a favourite band, there are plenty of reaction channels out there who will tell you how wonderful your band is. Now everything they do is fantastic, and then they want your likes, subscriptions, and then they're happy with that. Now I want your likes and subscriptions as well, but I'd rather just be honest about it. If I'm not going to like everything I hear, unfortunately, if that means I'm saying something negative about your favourite band, it's going to happen. But I'm not going to just play one song, say don't like it, and never list that band again. I do read what it says in your comments, and a couple of people have said they've had a couple of comments removed. Well, I'd like to say that is not by me. I know nothing about that. I don't know what you wrote. Maybe you put something that doesn't go past YouTube's ways of doing things. But certainly, I have not removed any comments. I will not remove comments. You can come at me any time you like. But let's be fair about it. I don't have to like what you like. But if you tell me, well, I've reacted to the wrong version of a song, or the song isn't truly representative of the band, then tell me. And like I'm doing now, I'm going back and listening to a band I criticised. I think my criticisms were fair. If you don't, that's the way it is. So, and the second thing I'm not going to do is start sticking filters on the screens or making them transparent or write copyright across them. Not doing it. If a song gets blocked, which I've just had one now for an old song, that's what's really annoying. AC/DC Thunderstruck. I've just had it blocked, copyright. Now I've got two options now. I can just stick a filter over it and stick it back up again, and it'll probably get past the copyright screen. Or I can do what I've done and have done on a few other videos, is dispute the copyright. If I dispute the copyright, there's a good chance they're not going to be bothered about it. And if they haven't responded within 2 days, then it gets cleared anyway. And after 30 days, it's there forever. So I'm putting it up that way. I'm not going to put filters. I'm not going to block things off. I'm not removing comments. Everything I do now is, if I tell you it's a first time reaction, I've never heard a song before. If I tell you it's a new band, I've never heard that band before, I'm telling the truth. Because if I've heard it before, I'll tell you. And incidentally, I have heard AC/DC before. That might come as a surprise. Right. Second thing, oh yeah. So I have to decide now. Originally, my idea of this channel was a bit of fun. Listen to some music. And basically, I was just going to play my favourite music. With no interest whatsoever in anything else, somebody said. Until I actually discovered, I think it was Bandmade. Or was it Love Bites first? I loved it. So I've expanded the channel. So what do I do with the channel now? Do I just carry on the way I'm doing it? Or do I try and be a bit more professional about it? I've added a light. That cost me 10 quid. Right. Making money on this channel. If you're doing music videos, you're not making any money. Pretty much every song I've done has had a copyright claim put against it, but it's not been blocked. So any adverts that appear on that channel are nothing to do with me. They are bands' revenue, not their promoters and everybody else. I do not see any money from that. A couple of bands have a shared revenue, and there's one band on my site that don't offer any restrictions. So guess what? I've made, in the 7 weeks that I've been doing this now, I've made a grand total of €2.74. Nobody's getting rich doing reaction channels. So what I've added, well, I thought about adding I don't want to start charging for my content. That's not the way I want to do things. Who knows in the future, but now I'm saying I'm not charging for my content. Why should I? There's plenty of people out there doing what I'm doing, and they're not charging. I'm not charging. I don't have a Patreon. I've only just expanded into Instagram, and I still haven't worked out how to post things on it yet. Maybe I need some help doing that. So what I've started is I've joined up with Buy Me a Coffee. Although the link is Buy Me a Coffee, if you go to the page, it actually says Buy Me a Beer, because these are just some empties I've got. I like bringing new beers. As well as bringing new music, I'm learning about new beers. So, and I'll pay for all this. Don't mind paying for it. But I'm going to give you an opportunity now to sponsor a beer. That's up to you. You'll find a link to that in the description, and all contributions will be greatly received, because the plan is to buy a camera, a proper video camera. I don't know whether I need 4K or high def. I don't know what I need. I'd have to speak to people who know what they're talking about when it comes to things like that. So, is there anything else new to say? Yeah, no, there isn't. There's just honest reactions. Like them or not. I'm not kissing people's ass just to get more likes. I want your likes, but I'd rather get the likes for the right reasons. Now, one of the bands I did make some comments about it was Gacharic Spin, and I accused them of looking a bit like the Spice Girls. But they're not, because they're musicians, and maybe my description was a bit unfair. Let's put it unfair. But I didn't like what they did. But I've had the story explained to me. Okay, I get it. So somebody told me to do a song called MindSet, which is what I'm doing. Apparently it's more representative of what this band's about. So that's what we're going to do now. So let me open this screen up, and you should still my lights on the top still. I've got that lined up perfectly, haven't I? Gacharic Spin. Is it Gacharic? Is that how you say it? It doesn't even tell me there. Apparently it's live at the X-Theatre ROPPONGI on June the 20th, 2021. Is that the right version? I'm sure I've got something wrong there. It wouldn't be the first time. Let's go. Let's take it back. One of the things I said I love about this this Japanese metal is use of the bass. It's fantastic. It's almost like hearing a real guitar.
縮小ビ3秒フランフランで踏んだり蹴ったりオーマイガー君は用なしなんだってみっともねえなもんなんでしんどくせえにはワンピース大からで集中してに選ばれていい子にね I don't know what you are saying 腹が立って吐き出したって身内もそっちもいかないないねもういいわやめなこのことでめんどくせえ毎日看板に気取っとするバキ弱い集中して気を利かしていい子にねOK ですはいはいですまあ楽しいです金をプリーズ託して尻尾振りプリーズしちゃってコントロール仕事をして任せて叫んだ本当はペロペロバーラ黒い心はワンダラララセットボタンで消しちゃいましょうこのゲームもう一度ネガティブがアクティブも動き出すの夜中の癖あちょっと元気にやってますでもね生きたいのやらかしたって仕方なくないミスっては怒られ TPO わきまえしっかり今日も過ごすつまんねえなクロストーク聞いてねえな私のトークいいですねどうでもねえ身を任せて ペコペコファイSo go let's go 島どう Let's go get check なんでかな聞いてなうるせえな現代をこの体験誰にしたかな今度叫んだ本当はペロペロ丸がない月曜日ランラランダウェイセットボタンで消しちゃいましょうセーブなしていいからあの世へはアップしちゃいたい君の腰を当てにしてもうちょっと自分を愛せたらきっと楽しいね携帯のループ逃させてリセットしたいの Go Dream 夜明けまで心だけ周りに期待して自分にも期待して溢れた涙で滲む月それでも明日を信じられたら無敵に見えたあの人もこの人もこんな夜を越えて生きてるの魚本当はベロベロバラ黒い心はワンダララランダブラでも生きづらくてもリセットはいらないやあの世にねいつか行く時何も後悔したくないな冷静じゃなくてコンセでも少し生きさせて
Well, that nearly caught me by surprise. Well, it did actually catch me by surprise, yeah. But stop that. It looks like I'm promoting somebody else's channel. Right. Yeah. So maybe I should have heard that one first before I heard the one, was it Voice, that I did, which was a bit of a slow one. I think I need to stop looking at Japanese bands in the form of genres. I mean, Love Bites band made are metal bands. That's it. This is rock, is it? Or is it pop? I don't know. But maybe let's stop doing that and looking at genres and actually looking at just the music for what it is, because that was fun. I enjoyed that. No idea what they went English at one stage, didn't they? And that confused me as well. So I had to stop then. Excuse me. I had to stop then and think what language they singing in. But so there was a brief part where I was just going. But that was excellent. It was a decent piece of music, a fun band. I'd love to go and see them play if they're doing stuff like that. Yeah, I'd enjoy it. So okay, so certain bands, when I hear the music, maybe like I heard the one they did Voice before, then maybe I should stop putting them in a box. I think that's the right words. Very typical of the Japanese bands I've been listening to lately. The heavy bass driving everything forward, the drums really kicking in and blasting out. I don't think the Japanese drummers like their drums, because they always seem to be beating the shit out of them. I love to see it. Vocalist, yeah, it was great, and having a good time, which is what I like to see. So maybe I've changed my mind. maybe I would now need to listen to more Gacharic spin, because that's another one that's just appeared there. Is it? I don't know. I'll have to have a look in a bit. So definitely I'm going to have to look at some more Gacharic spin, because I did enjoy that. Sorry. Right, yeah, don't forget, if you like what I'm doing, click like. Please subscribe. I'm trying to... I should give up on numbers and stop talking about them, because when I first started I wanted to do 500 by the end of February, and at the end of February I was 1,760 something, and it's gone up even more since, and for that I really am grateful. I've decided to do something with this channel now rather than just have a bit of fun with it. Should I move myself into the middle a bit? How's that? Oh, I paid tenner for those lights, so I need to keep them on the screen. So, like, subscribe, and if you've never heard this band before, and I'd never heard this band before, I'll put a link to the original material in the description, because really, you don't need to be sharing. I don't interrupt music generally. I don't want to... Sometimes you don't get a natural place to pause and talk, and I've learned that with this Japanese music is I don't bother. I just try to let it play and talk about it at the end. It's just a case of me trying to remember what I was thinking while it was being played. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't. So, like, subscribe, share, comment. Is this the right concert? Because I've had ones where I've had somebody unsubscribe because I played the wrong version of a Love Bite song. I don't know. I found it, I clicked it, it sounded okay, I stopped it, paused, and then did a reaction to it. Nothing else I can do. So, oh yeah, and when you go to buy my coffee, because I'm sure you will, it actually does say buy me a beer. Help support the channel. Thank you. Right, I'm going off because I've got house husbandy things to do. I shall be back later doing something I don't know what yet. You have a good day. Speak to you soon.